a little bit of time. I'm gonna chit chat and poke around for a little bit. Playing TOF Fantasy. This game's actually really cool. Playing on my old character. But yeah, I was listening to the old lady on TikTok. People that are always talking about real men, women always want to say real men this, real men that, you know. And this lady was talking about this lady was talking about, you know, direction. Like, oh, man shouldn't cry over stuff and that, and the GPS went out and all stuff and that. And it's like, hey, woman, like, you fucking cares? Like, you're an idiot. He's got shot, man. I don't know. It's just listen to people complain on TikTok, and that's always funny, that. Yeah, but she's got gigantic fucking rack. Kind of. Where do I need to go? Oh yeah, this looks a lot different than the other one I had. Okay. My weapon level is too low. Nice. Anyway, upgrade my weapon while I got time in the way. I love this gun, the big ass fucking revolver. These guns are, these weapons are so fucking cool. I think I got a lot of blues and shit. Yeah, dude, lava. Take that around and shit. And then just comfortable just drive around. But yeah. I'm actually gonna get my watch on real quick. Yeah, I don't know where I'm at in this game, but... One more day and I'm off. Can't wait. Funny how shit's lagging. Oh, come on, stop sneezing. It's always every time I wake up. I don't know if I'm gonna run that way. It's got like peaceful music. I like it. But yeah. And that chick's got a fat ass rack. I gotta leave here in like 20 minutes or so. I don't know how bad today's gonna be. I think both managers are gonna be there today, so I won't have to work as much on the line, which is nice. That's pretty cool. Got that going. Okay, that's cool. Oh no. Oh, I'll try on game first. I would say I like to start all over in games and that just kind of fucking sucks a little bit. There it is. Undo. Nice. My first character. Got a lot of cool guns. Oh, fire shotgun. Got my little electric fucking hand blade. How you go in here? Hey. Get some lucky Actually, I'm just gonna let this scenery play out. This is actually really beautiful. This game's actually really fucking good. I remember when I was playing it first time and I had someone subscribe to me called Angel or something. I can't remember if the person was on or not, but like this game came out a while ago. I thought it just came out because it just popped up on PlayStation now. Like, what's this? You know? And of course I'm interested with a bunch of big titty anime chicks walking around, their boobs are jiggling all over the place. No, that's not interesting. I like good drawing, you know, like good animation shit. I don't think it's supposed to rain today. Enough food today and everything. I get to get my protein. But yeah. I had a lot of people subscribe to me over this game and that. It can be hard. The grind's kind of all over the place in that, but the more you grind, the easier it is to get items. So if I sit there and go here, for instance, and to say you get 80 orders on, that gives you an SSR. And I'm almost. Yeah. And I'll make it cancel. Almost there. I'll make it gives it to you after 80. Yep, pretty cool. This one, not so much. Yeah, they create new characters all the damn time, and that's kind of cool. Damn. Anime chicks that play fucking roleplay games are fucking hot. Jeez. There's a whole bunch of these. Ooh, I love this. That is fucking hot. Crazy. They do such a good job with the animation in that. Yeah, that side sounds fucking delicious. Well, let's go look at this. Let's see. Good try. Good switch. I have lots of stuff. These are the new ones. I show. Yeah, I'll take that. I like lot of critical, jeez. There's a lot of critical. Sorry, I'm out. Let's try it out. There we go. Did I get a speed boost? That's sick. Oh. Ow. Did I get a fucking speed boost? That's pretty fucking cool. I like that. But yeah, workers, pretty good yesterday. Oh! Good. How the fuck did you do that? Why am I dying so bad? Punch people in the face. That's pretty cool. Safe spot. I never knew I could get hurt so damn much. Oh, I remember you. The fuck is happening? Oh my god. Yeah. I am tired. Last time I left though, like it takes sorry. I think it takes about 12 minutes to get to my job and that. It's not too bad. But yeah, I'm off tomorrow. Kinda happy I am, cause yesterday was a pretty long shift. Not that I don't mind when I'm there, and that's nice, but oh, I need to fucking recover. I might take tomorrow off completely and just eat and just recover. My forearms are fucking killing me. But how I feel that there's probably a huge chance I'll end up doing legs. I'll just do a bunch of leg presses and that. This game's so peaceful. See, these are the kind of games that it makes life so nice. It's just so peaceful, it's so colorful. Like the graphics aren't super intense. Like you know, I mean, I don't know why I stopped playing this game. I wish I kept on playing it. You know, I'm happy I'm getting back on it now. But I think a lot of it comes down to I don't even know. I got so bored of life when I was, you know, getting into my 30s and that. I was thinking to myself, I was like, I don't want to be a bum anymore, you know. So I want to have a job, I want to be able to work and that, make money and that. But then, you know, I don't like spending money. I just like having it, just in case I need it for something, you know? And I think that's the mindset. This is like really therapeutic, like, music. But anyway. Because I started noticing my life in that you can choose your own life in that once you actually have the currency, or any type of currency, to be able to buy what you want to buy. And that's why it's really important to work. You know, it's not about how much money you make, more or less. I mean, obviously, you want to make enough money that to be able to support yourself in some way. If you live with people and that, you know. If you live on your own, that, which I never suggest to live on your own. I think people should live with people. Life is better with more people. It's a lot better. It's more fun. You have less responsibilities to do more stuff. So like you can always sit there and benefit from just doing like less work and shit like that. You know, other people, you know, it's like, say if you live in a 1-bedroom apartment or a condo, you might have to clean every now and again. Let's say if you had a 2-bedroom condo and you had another person there, one more room's not going to be a hassle because the rooms aren't super fucking big. But you know, once you get a house, and that a house is meant for more than one person. It's just to say, like, my situation, that if something does happen, that, and I end up, you know, getting this house that my parents, you know, that I basically was raised in, what would I do? You know, would I sit here and you know, live my life without anyone in it? So my mom was talking about that with me today. And I was saying, like, would you have pets? And I was like, I probably wouldn't have pets right off the bat. I mean, I can't say anything because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't like to think of the future too much because I don't know. You know, every day is just every day. You just live life. You keep pushing forward. You keep on, you know, doing things that you need to do, and you don't stop. Because you can't stop. Stopping is, and you know, you just can't. And that's one of the. I don't know how much crap I have in here. Probably not a lot. And that's what life is. Life just can't stop. You just keep on doing it. So you enjoy it. And I would say that's probably one of the hardest things to like find out. Is how to enjoy your life. How to make things happy for you. And so when I look at younger people and that, I'm just like, you know, and I see a lot of people that are just fucking happy. They're thrilled and happy in that. And I'm like, man, I've never been like open-minded to happiness in a long time. You know, you develop yourself, you get older and that. You learn to strategize yourself what you need to do, what you don't need to do. And one of the biggest things that I would have to say that happens a lot, it's going through too much experience and knowing too much about certain things kind of harms you. It's like I used to love playing video games. Play video games for hours. And I'd be obsessed with it. I remember when I was playing a lot of Killing Floor 2. I played Killing Floor 2 for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. I never even care about what time it was. But now that I'm older, I care about that. When I know I have to go to work, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go to work in 3 minutes. I have to be out the door walking in 3 minutes, or you know, I might be a couple minutes late. Which, you know, unfortunately, I really don't care because I worked extra hours yesterday. I worked an hour and a half more yesterday, so if I came in at 9 today, I don't think they would say nothing because technically I'm not on the clock. Technically. But I don't know. Just different outputs of life. Like so many people, you know, they want to get ahead in life by getting all these promotions and all that stuff, and that's great. Like you'll get really disciplined in that. But the truth is about it, like I say, I don't have friends, as in I don't have friends I hang around with because there's just too much stuff to do. But I have a lot of like, I would say, friends. But in a different way. Like we're acquainted friends. Like I trust a lot of people because I know a lot of people have my back, and I try to have their back as much as I can through how I communicate with them. And it could be a very small thing. Like the other day, there was some old guy that came in that used to come into Zips. You know, I gave him a side hug and that, and said, "Oh no, I'm happy to see you again, bro." It's like, And he's all like, yeah, you know, it's like I stopped going up there and that. And he talked about his life and that a little bit, you know, talked about, you know, things that, and it was really nice. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, like it was just ridiculous that they shut down that. He just worked at a car wash and that. They closed down the area, multiple areas where I was at. And when you get, then they become an acquaintance. So when they see you around the area, because everyone lives around this area, they start to pick up. People start to know each other. You know, I said my iconic thing is wearing my black and yellow caps. My mom made me like a thin black yellow cap. Oh, like 9 years ago. And he made me a thicker one for wintertime. That's the iconic cap. And as I start working that, people start noticing me with that on. They start recognizing me in general. So when you live your life in that, and you start getting an iconic like look, or you start like going through like your area and that, and people start to notice certain things. People always will notice the unnoticed, so to speak, because you think that you're unnoticed, but people always notice everything. That's how humans are. We intentionally want to notice certain things. And when we sit there and go through life, what's the most important thing? Love. We have to love each other. Love. Be happy with each other. Be excited for each other. Learn from each other. That's the biggest plateau in life that people intentionally do. Just be peaceful. Just be happy. Listen to people. That's the biggest thing. Listen to people. Love people. You know, there's a lot of like L words that make sense. Love, listen. Those two words are amazing. Understand things. Be positive, not negative. Stay positive. Positive. Love. Learning. Listening. We have to produce these kind of things and give our hearts to the world, so the world knows that we're there. We stop existing, we stop loving. And that's one of the biggest things that I hate about today's society, that everybody's high all damn day, and they get all those thrills by doing drugs. You're like, well, marijuana's not a drug. Marijuana is a drug. It's like popping Advil's a fucking drug. You know, we hide our reality from reality. We live in a reality that doesn't exist. We fictional stuff so much nowadays. And we destroy ourselves by doing these things. And that's what happens. And we keep on doing it. We do it to ourselves. A lot. So can you remember when you were a kid and that? And no matter how old you are, Dad, and you get excited about something, your mind gets so into it. Like, for instance, I remember remembering that. I was like 13 years old. And I first saw EverQuest 2 being played. One of our friends and that we used to be in Boy Scouts with. Like an old troop when I was younger than that. He let me play a new character. So I created a new character and I created a wizard. Dude, I was so thrilled about the game. It's when Fadar came out with the little fairy guys. And I was sitting there playing the crap out of EverQuest 2. I didn't have a job in that. And I devoted myself to playing the game that I couldn't even pay for. So I would ask for gift cards and that to get $15 per month. Because it cost. I mean, now it's free, but you can still pay for it. And like, It was awesome. Oh, stretched the fuck out my neck. Yeah, I have to leave it a little bit. I really don't want to get up there right at 8 because it's kind of a peaceful conversation. And anyway, like, so I started playing EverQuest 2 and that, and I was just like, man, this game's colorful. I loved it in that, and I got so into it. I joined a guild and all that stuff in that, and I wanted all this attention in that. And as a kid, you get excited about a lot of things pretty easily. You know, it's like when you see a woman naked for the first time, and like you're so thrilled. You're like, why am I horny? You know, because you're young and that you don't know. That's what life should be all the time. Like, imagine if you can go back and take certain experiences away and be more pure-hearted. Life would be great. Take away all the sexual shit you know for all your whole entire life. You come into it new again. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't you be sitting there being like, if I can go back? Yeah, if you can go back to that point. But that's what it is about, like, life when you get older. If you've been through all the experience that life, it's kind of dull. But you gain really good hobbies in that, and you start to do things you really like. Like, I like researching emotional psychology. I don't do it to be you know. I do because it's interesting to learn about how things actually work. So I develop a lot of new skills to read, you know, negative and positive emotions from people. You know, a lot of people can do it, but they don't. It's hard to read it. It's like a language, and you devote like a sixth sense. You know, I'm good at research time. Like, I believe truly time is a very thing to look into. You say, well, telling time and that, you know. But I think if there's a situation, just to say, everything happens for a reason, you have to accept that reason. Like right now, I should be going to work and that. I typically don't have to work today. I'm actually off today. But they told me that I can come in because other people are not coming in. But the thing is, I want to have this conversation. And I think this conversation is going to be more important than me coming to work a couple minutes late. So unfortunately, I probably will. I'm not going to care. They're going to call me. Or not even care if I come in late because even stay. It's like, I don't care if people come in late. And like, well, I worked a lot of hours yesterday. You know? I worked like an hour and a half over my hours almost. And I don't want to sit here and constantly, you know, work over the hour amount. So I'll come in later because there's a lot of people there. And people don't leave till 10. I'm like, well, I might as well come in at 10 or 9 and give myself clarity. Because to me, it's pointless. I don't want to do it, you know. Like next week, I'm getting full time. About time, you know, she's getting me 39 hours. I'm grateful. You know, I'm off the same days I'm always off. I'm always off the first of the week and the last of the week. So basically I have 2 days off. So I'll have like Tuesday, Wednesday off. Let's go ahead and look at my new schedule. So I'm working all 7s. 1 6 and then 1 5. But I'm not working till closing. So I'm not working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And I'm off Tuesday and I'm off Wednesday. So they're all 7s. 7 to 2, 7 to 3, 7 to 3, 7 to 2, and 5 to 1. Because they already lost like 3 or 4 people. They're like, I don't mind coming in. I do like sporadic days off. know, but, you know, it is what it is. Because knowing that I'm off tomorrow and that, and honestly, I could just not even come in today. I'm not in the mood of coming in today. Like, I just woke up. I'm still trying to wake up in that. Hence why I'm still talking that. Because I like my stream, and I think people deserve to have a little bit of love on my stream, too. You know? Talk about stuff I listen to. This therapeutic music from Tower of Fantasy that's actually nice. But yeah, I would say going through my memories and that, it's like, I don't know what the outcome's gonna be for my life. But I don't care, because I don't know. That's the one thing God wants us to do through the word of Jesus Christ. Every day's a gift. Every day's a gift. If it's in your mind and you're thinking about it, and you have to do it, then do it. So right now it's like, I know I'm gonna be late for work and that, but I work an extra hour, so I know damn well I can come in at 9. So I don't care. They can sit there and call me and be like, oh, why don't you? And I was like, well, I worked like an hour and 30 minutes extra now. I'd rather come in later today. Because, like, I worked 4:30. And, like, I don't mind working. But when I work over because there's more shit to do, because other people don't come in because they're sick and that, but that's cool. But then I listen to the people that I work with. We have an extra person working today, I believe. We have an extra, manager working that, and the manager guy normally does it. What's today, Saturday? He comes in on Saturday and that. They said we have an issue with one of the guys there. And he's like, sporadically doesn't want to work, and he came up sick. And one day, this is what makes it really, really funny, that. And like the conversation was just like, so a person comes in that lives with that person that they live together, and she was just talking about what happened in that. And, I felt kind of bad in that. They looked like they had some type of allergy attack or whatever it was, like something like gave them inflammation in that. Like, it sounds like someone like farted in someone's face, because like he's like, okay. And so we kind of talked about that, and she was like, oh, I know he had to go, on to the doctor and go with antibiotics and all that stuff. And I'm like, antibiotics? Like, he literally was here yesterday and everything was fine. I'm like, I worked with him yesterday and everything was fine. So you're telling me in literally not even like 12 hours or so, he gets sick, and then you get sick. Or maybe he was sick because it's not sickness. Sickness is when you get sick. You could be sick. You could develop sickness, and your body fights it off before you actually get sick. Then your body goes into overdrive mode when you start getting fevers and that to heat up the body that you get out of your system. That's why you see people that are like, yeah, it's like, I feel a little down today. Like, they feel a little, like, energy deprived. Yeah, it's because you're getting sick. You're not sick yet, you're getting sick. I learned that when I was going through COVID and that. I was getting COVID, but I didn't get COVID. My body was fighting it off, so I fought it off. Yeah, people do not have nutrition values very good. Their nutrition values are fucking crap. And the lazy you are, that's why they tell you, Jesus tell you to respect your temple. Your temple is your body. Respect it, because it comes from God. God created all these things that you can do for any type of sickness, and it'll heal you. The people talk about cancer, and I say, well, turmeric actually helps kill cancer. Okay, what else are people not telling us? Well, there's a lot of things. Like daily exercising, daily moving around, that actually helps support not getting sick. Taking your vitamins and minerals and that actually helps you from not being sick. And that's what it is. I'm probably gonna get a phone call here pretty soon. It's almost 8 o'clock, which I don't care. At least right now I don't. And like it just asks the questions, and that's like, what happens in other people's lives when you start seeing that? Because this happened at work at my other job, and that like out of nowhere, someone will just get sick out of one day of not being at work, and it always blew my mind. Like, I never get fucking sick. Like, people, oh, we're not even. I get allergies. Yeah, I get allergies. No, I do. I'm always taking pre-workout and shit. I'm always trying to exercise and that. When I get the sniffles and shit, I understand. I take vitamin C up the ass, because vitamin C actually helps you out with that stuff. And I get it, but like, this person took off like 4 or 5 fucking days, almost like 3 days in a row. And other people are literally losing their jobs because they're not working. And like, to me, I'm getting fed up with it, because I'm like, hey, if you're scheduled, you have to come in. Like right now, I can choose not to come in because it's not technically scheduled. And I get it that, like, I've been like used for my stamina at work, because I do a lot of fucking shit while they're smoking weed and smoking this and doing this or whatever the fuck that they're doing at work, and that, by all means do it. But they do it so often. I'm trying to figure out, it's like, is this how weak-minded society is? And I get these people are young, they're mid-20s and that, they're not that really old. They just got out of high school in a matter of like 7 years. Yes, they should be more productive, but they're getting better. It's just how it is in life. When I was 25, I was a fucking wreck. They're doing better than I am at 25. Besides the health thing, like the smoking the weed thing is it happens so often. Like, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, do you ever think that maybe you should ask the question why I don't stress out? I try to think that to myself. And like, don't you ever want to gain more skills and more like brain abilities and thinking abilities and that, so you don't freak out? Like, I don't personally get it. But like, yeah, it gets to that point. I'm just sitting there and thinking to myself, and I'm like, people are not excited about learning anymore. They get placements and they're just like, whoa, makes you feel better. And they'll come to work miserable. I'm like, why are you coming to work so miserable? Oh, because you don't like your life. I'm like, well, then change it. Little by little, day by day, you change no matter what you do. I'm always going to say, if you're in a relationship with someone that you don't fucking like, then fight for the relationship and tell the person to grow the fuck up. And if that person keeps on doing what they're doing in that, which I see with a lot of beta men, there's a lot of beta men out there now. They sit there and they're crybabies. They want to be like, I don't want to do something. If you can work 40 hours a week and that, I consider you a man. Or at least thriving towards that. But if you're sitting there and you don't want to work 40 hours a week, at least try to. Oh, there's a bunch of people coming on. Cool. Nice. Then what are you doing? Who the fuck wants to work? You have more days off than you do work. You work 3 days a week. And like, so the ladies at work were having a conversation about it and that, and I'm just like with some one of the girls that works 2 jobs and that, I'm like, yeah, that's because you probably have a child, and you probably don't have a man to support that child, so you throw yourself in that loop. I wouldn't, they probably work It's like, oh, I constantly want to work in that. I want to have my days off. I mean, it's really hard to work and not be able to rest your body up to be able to restore it. Your health matters more than anything else. A lot of times people work in that because they want attention. Oh, that's cool. I get it. You want attention now. You want to be thriving with people now. Okay. I gotta go to work. But yeah. Stay true to yourself in that. Do your daily praise and that. And just love yourself. Love your life. And don't let anything negative harm you. Just push it away. And people say it's not that easy. I'm like, you can make it that easy. Guys, I'm doing